Hello students, welcome to EduFarm. Believe and Become classes for GPAT and NIPER-JEE. Like, share, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon to get further notifications. Welcome students to EduFarm. In this lecture, we have two topics. One is allegation method and the second one is proof spirit. If you can remember the formula and practice a few numericals, these two topics can fetch you good marks in the exam. Now let's begin with the first topic, that is allegation method. This involves the mixing of two similar preparations of different strength to produce a preparation of intermediate strength. Now the formula used is stronger percentage, which is given in the question, is written like this, and then the weaker percentage is written below, and the required percentage is written in the middle. Now what we have to do is that we have to subtract the weaker percentage from the required percentage and the stronger percentage from the required percentage, and what we get is the results. Suppose we get the result 1 and result 2. So result 1 is the parts required from the stronger percentage, and the result 2 is the parts required from the weaker percentage. Then the both are mixed to get the intermediate strength mixture. Now let's move on to some of the questions on numericals. Now the first question was present in GATE 1993. Now why I have chosen such question is that it is backdated, but these questions tend to repeat. So these can come in any of the government exams or in GPAT, even in NIPER. So these are also important for us to prepare. Now in this question it is written, how much water is to be added to convert 50 ml of 1 in 2000 solution of atropine sulfate into 1 in 5000 solution. Now first of all we need to find out what is 1 in 2000 solution. So 1 in 2000 solution means 1 by 2000, that is 0.0005 per volume, and 1 in 5000 means 1 by 5000, that is 0.0002 per volume. Now by allegation method we have to find out that 0.0005, we have written the requirement greater percentage here, and then the required percentage 0.0002 per volume is written here, and as only one percentage is given, so that another percentage or the weaker percentage we can consider as 0. Okay, you have to keep this in mind, and then we subtract to get 0.0003, and 0.0002. So this is the amount of water. So therefore by unitary method we can say to make 0.0002 ml of 1 in 2000 solution to 1 in 5000 solution, we have to add 0.0003 ml of water. Okay, so since 0.0002 ml of 1 in 2000 to 1 in 5000 requires 0.0003 ml of water, therefore 50 ml of 1 in 2000 to 1 in 5000 is calculated by 0.0003 by 0.0002 into 50, which is found to be 75 ml. Now this is the first question. Now let's move on to the second question. Now the second question, I would request you to pause the video after I read out the question and then try it for yourself. Then I will tell you the answer, or rather explain you. So the question is, how much of 90% and 20% alcohols are required respectively to produce 350 ml of 60% alcohol? Now first of all, try it yourself. I will wait for a few seconds. Pause the video and try it. So now what is it said that 90% and 20% alcohols are required to meet 60%. So the greater percentage is 90%, the weaker percentage is 20%, and the required percentage is 60%. Now just subtract these to get 40 and 30. So 40 parts and 30 parts. Now 350 ml of 60% alcohol requires 40 by total of 70 parts. So 70 into 350. To get 200 ml. Again 350 ml of 60% alcohol needs 30 by 70 into 350, that is 150 ml. So this is for 90% alcohol and this is for 20% alcohol. So for 90% it was given that 40 parts is required, so 40 by total parts into 350, that is the final volume which we have to achieve. And in case of 20% also 30 parts were required, so 30 by 70 into 350 to get 150 ml. So the answer would be 200 ml and 150 ml. Next question. the next question is, calculate the amount of 80%, 60%, 30%, 15% alcohol which should be mixed to get 50% alcohol. Now no final volume is given, only the percentage is given, and we only require to calculate the parts or the amount, you can say. So for this, pause the video and write out yourself. So this we can say by alligation method, 80% the highest percentage, then 60, then 30, then 15, and the required percentage is 50. So we just subtract this to get 30, then subtract this to get 10, subtract this to get 20, and then to get 35. Therefore 35 of 80%, 20 of 60%, 10 of 30%, and 30 of 15%. So now we just have to multiply the parts with the percentage and add to get the total amount. 35 into 80 plus 20 into 60 plus 10 into 30 plus 30 into 50. So we get 2800 plus 26 are 12, 1200 plus 300 plus 15 is a 45, 450. To add, we get 4750, which is the total amount. Now let's move on to the next question. The next question is, calculate the volume of each of 90%, 60%, 30% and water which are required to make 500 ml of 50% alcohol. So in this case, again we have 4 percentages. One is for water and the rest 3 are for alcohol. So the greater percentage 90, then 60, then 30, then 0, and the final percentage is 50. So here we get 40, then 10, 20, 50. So 50 parts of 90%, 20 parts of 60%, 10 parts of 30%, and 40 parts of 0 or water. Now for the total we get 120 parts. Now for 90%, alcohol, we have 120 parts for 500 ml. So 50 parts, let's consider Vm. So therefore V equal to 500 into 50 by 120, that is 208.33 ml. You have to go for the approx answer in the answer sheet when given in the questions. Now second one, for 60% alcohol, we have again the same thing, 120 parts for 500 ml. So 20 parts for VML. Therefore, V equal to 500 into 20 by 120. That is 83.33 ml. Okay. So in the same way, for 30%, we get V equal to 500 into 10 by 120, that is 41.67 ml. Now, volume of water which is required, that is 500 ml, which is the total, minus the alcohol amount, 33 plus 83.33 plus 41.67. Subtract this to get 166.67. This is the answer. Now the last question from allegation method is calculate the proportion of 25%, 18%, 3% alcohol required to make 10% of alcohol. Again, no fixed volume is given for the requirement, but there are 3 percentages of alcohol, no water. So in this case, a little bit of change is there. That is, first is 25, then 18, then 3, and we have required percentage, that is 10. So first we subtract this to get 15, then we subtract this to get 7, we subtract this to get 8, and again we have to subtract 18 with 10 to get another 8, which is added to the weaker percentage. So for 3 percentages, this is the formula. You have to subtract 18 both times. First of all for its own, and second for the weaker part. So the total we get from here. Now we just have to calculate the amount. So we have to multiply it with the parts, that is 7 into 25 plus 18 into 8 plus 15 plus 8, 33 into 3. So we get here 175 plus 18, 8, 144 plus 99. That is 480, which is the answer. So this is an important one. If 3 percentages of alcohol are given, use this method. Now let's move on to the next topic we have for today, that is proof spirit. This is again a numerical based topic. So the strength of an alcoholic preparation are indicated by degrees of overproof or underproof. Proof spirit is that mixture of alcohol and water which at 51 degree Fahrenheit weighs 12 by 13th of an equal volume of water. So in India, 57.1 volume of ethyl alcohol is considered to be equal to 100 volumes of proof spirit. So for different countries, there are different methods. For India, it is 57.1 volume. So any solution containing 57.1% V by V alcohol is 100 proof. If less, then it is underproof. If greater, then it is overproof. For calculating this, we again have a formula, that is percentage V by V alcohol into 1.753 minus 100. If it is overproof, then the result will be positive. If it is underproof, then the result will be negative. So let's move on to the first numerical in this part. I would like you to try it yourself by pausing the video. Use this formula and you will get the answer surely. So the first question is, find the strength of 95% V by V alcohol in terms of proof spirit. So try the question. Yes. Now by applying the formula, we get percentage V by V alcohol into 1.753 minus 100, that is, here it is 95 into 1.753 minus 100. We get 166.53 minus 100 to get 66.53, which is positive. That means it is overproof. Simple as that. Now the next question, we have calculate the real strength of 30 overproof and 40 underproof. So this is also a simple question. We just have to reverse calculate, and using the formula you can easily calculate this. So try it yourself by pausing the video. Yes. Now what we have here is that 30 overproof, which means it is 100 plus 30, that is 130. Or you can use the formula also, percentage V by V into 1.753 minus 100 equal to, overproof is given 30, so percentage V by V equal to 30 plus 100 by 1.753. 0.753, we get 74.15% V by V, and for 40 underproof, it means 100 minus 40, that is 60. So 60 divided by 1.753, we get 34.23% V by V. That's all for today's lecture. Hope you liked the video. Share it with your friends, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for further such videos. Thank you.